Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Gwendy from NS Duty Studios, and I would like first to start with an apology. I have not been streaming for a long time here in YouTube. I've mostly been streaming over in the Clock app, but mostly because I relegate most of my animation related streams here in YouTube, and I haven't done anything that I could reasonably showcase because of NDAs. Because yes, I have been working on commissions. One of them in particular being what we're going to be talking about today, Cheating Death, the Animatic breakdown. So, also another thing, I was supposed to stream this directly after the premiere of Cheating Death in Stories from Stick, the Stories from Six YouTube channel, but I had problems with my OBS, so it took me days to fix it. But now I finally did. So now this is really, really late. I know. I'm so sorry, but everything's fixed. Everything's up and running. I still have my templates and stuff, so thank goodness for that. Anyway, let me go ahead and start by greeting everyone I see in the chat. Hi, Mark. Hi, that one. What? That one Thai's girl. What? Oh my God, I can't read. What the heck? I'm wearing glasses and I still can't read. Hello, Jaina. Sorry if I'm messing up the pronunciations of your names. Hi, Nicole. Yes, don't never forget your liquid hydration. Mine is coffee, if that counts as hydration. I know that. Like I shouldn't be drinking a lot of coffee these days because my voice is starting to go, and I need to keep that voice because I'm doing some recording stuff as well. So hello, Shadow. So welcome you guys to this live stream. Right now it's 4 a.m. here in the Philippines. It's probably 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some of you. But I really thank you guys for taking time out of your day to join me in this uh, unexpected live stream. Anyway, we are gonna start off by watching the entirety of the Cheating Death animatic. I call this animatic. It's not really like a full on animation, although it's like fully rendered. But the animation is we decided to keep it at the minimum, because of for comedic effect mostly. So yeah, we are gonna do this. We are going to break down the animation, but first we need to go ahead and watch the entire thing. If you want to watch the entire thing on yourself by yourself, or as well as like watching it on repeat, I encourage you to do so at the Stories from Sticks YouTube channel. So here we go.
You may have heard tell of this man. Trapped, strapped, shoving travel, and uphill at that. He's decided it's high time he told us his side. He's a little bit mad with his bruised, trampled pride.
Enmity, it can't be me. 3 felonies against 3 deities. That's my story, but I'm capable of more. What goes up has to come down. I'm cheating death. What goes up has to come down. I'm cheating death. 'Cause I've always been out of line. I played with my realm a few times, but reader, here's the jest. I bested the best of Olympus. I cheated death. What goes up has to come down. Cheating death. What goes up has to come down. Cheating death. What happened, dear readers, is pissed off to me. It all tracks back to that thunder guy. And pushing this boulder is tiring. I told her now Hades thinks I want his wife. You know why? I'm that guy. That's right. What goes up has to come down. Cheating death. What goes up has to come down. Cheating death. In my mind, I told no lies. I lived my life just trying to get by. Guess that was not enough. God gave me a spring through my city, but once again the thunder guy, I snitched on a deity, came back to bite me. Now I don't get to live or die. Wish I was beheaded, I can't get ahead while I'm down here instead. I push behind the boulder, it rolls. Now I'm losing control. Now down the hill myself I find. What goes up has to come down. Cheating death, that's what I get for cheating death.
Not every
Oh, okay, that's the other animation for. Okay, let's go back here. So that was Cheating Death, Sisyphus' song in Stories from Styx Part 2. To those who don't know, Sisyphus is voiced by the one and only Luke Holt, who was the voice of Zeus in Epic the Musical. So you can just really hear the range on that man. Let me say hi to my Perkins, hi, and also the Spectre, hello. So, before we begin with my animation breakdown, I feel like I need to show you guys a few things just to establish some stuff. So, just some references that Casper has graciously agreed for me to share. Just, anything related to the project. So, this is one of the images that I used as a reference for Luke Holt. I actually like downloaded quite a number of his pictures to at least get a semblance of his resemblance on my character design of him. This is Calliope, my take on her. The original designs were, of course, done by the great Annie Flama, and I just made some tweaks in the design so that way it'll be in my style, because I can't copy her style. Her style is very very unique. Okay, let's see. I'll show you those later. Okay, so Demeter only appeared like very briefly. We only saw her as a chibi character. But I still like copied my Demeter character sheet over to my folder for Cheating Death. So yeah. Yeah, Calliope is one of the muses. How many muses were there? I forgot how many muses there were. Yeah. Of course, my character design for Hades, and of course, Hades only appeared very briefly again as a chibi character. I have no chibi character sheets. I just drew them on the fly for the animation. 9 muses. Okay, there we go. There were 9 muses. This is okay. No, not this one. This one is the correct one. Because initially I was like, I asked Casper when I was making the character sheet. I was like, should I just have him in the underworld or the Tartarus? And he's like, oh, it has to be Tartarus. The background has to be red. I go, okay, gotcha. This is Annie Flama's design of Calliope. So pretty much we only saw Calliope like from the waist up, so I didn't really need to animate like the whole legs, the very complicated design for the sandals there and everything. Hello, the galaxy. I am just showing a few character references that I used for the animatic of Cheating Death. Hello, Alicia. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, this is one of the pictures of Luke Holt that I was looking at because I needed. Okay, because this is such a groovy, upbeat song, I needed to find pictures of Luke Holt smiling. So this is one of them. And also that like this is the hairstyle that I went with for Luke Holt's Sisyphus character in Cheating Death. Oh yeah, she looks like she's about to sing in a jazz club for sure. So another one that I referenced. This one, this sort of smug look that I was going for as I was animating Sisyphus. There's that. Also with the eyebrow thing. Yeah. Also Penelope. Penelope. I'm sorry. My mind is still in Penelope. Persephone. I'm sorry, Queen Persephone. I didn't mean to I misspoke. Penelope. There we go. There I go again. Persephone, our queen of the underworld. Of course, I referenced her from Teagan Earley. Again, the original design was from Annie Flama. Oh, Yeah, this is Peter Barber. This is Stories from Styx's Zeus. So I had to take pictures of him as well that I could use for the animatic, because Zeus does appear there, not as a chibi. So this is Zeus of Stories from Styx. So this is the look that I went for when I was during that first part when Zeus first appeared. And this was my rough sketch for Sisyphus that I presented to Casper, and based on Aniflama's design. I was like, is this okay? And because I changed the hair, and he's like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's cool. And then this is the colored version of Sisyphus, the one with before the render. And this is Aniflama's original design. There was supposed to be chains, but because of the animation that was gonna happen with Sisyphus flailing around with his arms, it wasn't possible to add the chains, but I kept the cuffs. What else is here? Oh yeah, the Calliope again. Oh yeah, well, this is Thanatos. I don't have like a full rendered design of Thanatos. Okay, so what happened with Thanatos is that I asked Casper, okay, I want to show the three deities that Sisyphus had beef with. And he's like, okay, but I don't have a design for Thanatos. And I go, okay, what design would you like him to have? And he was like, oh, I just, just a specter, like with the hood and just like death, And that's what he told me, that it has to be like death. And I'm like, but you already have a character who looks like that. I mean, Charon looks like that. And he was like, oh, right. And I offered, I was like, hey, you know what? I can actually design Thanatos for you, no problem. And I was like, okay, let's go for it. I know that Thanatos was, I didn't know actually at the time that Thanatos was supposed to wield a sword versus a scythe, but I was thinking death, I have to wield a scythe. So that was my bad. It's my bad. But since there is no voice actor for Thanatos, I wanted to obscure his face and at the same time depict him as death. That's why I went with the skull mask. So I was thinking Phantom of the Opera. Actually, I was thinking Phantom of the Opera. And Casper loved the design, and so that's why we incorporated it in the animatic. And this is Zeus's design. Aniflama designed once more. Aniflama is such a great character designer. And thankfully I didn't have to do the legs. I always worried about doing the legs because some of the footwear are quite intricate. What else is here? I think that's the last one that I can show. Okay. So now we are gonna go and have a bit of a breakdown. So I'm gonna stop from time to time. I'm gonna explain the process. And at the very end, I'll keep something at the very end of the stream. So
you may have heard tell of this man. Trapped, strapped, shoving trammel, and uphill at that.
So this is pretty straightforward. We have Calliope explaining what's going on. As with Stories from Styx to the Stories from Styx stories, we have at least one Muse explaining what's going on, so we'll be able to catch up. And yeah, hello Sky. So for this part, oh, I forgot to say, the song is written by Casper Fox as well as Teagan Earley. I know that it was Teagan who wrote this segment in particular. I know in particular that she wrote Calliope's segment. Because when I asked for a bit of information on a little something, Casper said, oh, I'll ask Teagan exactly what that meant. So yeah. And also there's a reason why some people in chat, I was looking at the premiere, and some people in chat were like, why is...
You may have heard tell of this man.
Trapped. And why is Sisyphus doing he's doing something else? And there's a reason for that. I'll explain at the very end of this, after we finish breaking down, and I'll bring us back to this moment.
Strapped, shoving trammel, and uphill at that. He's decided it's high time he told us his side. He's a little bit mad with his...
Okay, that's the part. He's a little bit mad. Because at the time while I was making this, I wasn't sure if mad meant angry or mad as in crazy. So I asked Casper and he asked Teagan, and it was verified that it's about being crazy. What was your inspiration to how to draw Calliope? Oh, I didn't draw Calliope. It was Aniflama who drew Calliope. Aniflama makes great character designs, and I just basically drew her in my style for the animatic. Casper collected us like he collects Pokemon. I saw something fall. Okay, anyway.
Bruised, trampled pride.
Enmity, it can't be me. 3 felonies against 3 deities.
So yeah. There is Persephone, Teagan Earley, Zeus, Peter Barber, and as yet to be cast Thanatos, but I'm not sure if there's even gonna be a Thanatos song. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's my design of Thanatos. I made him sexy. I made him sexy. Casper didn't seem to mind, so it's like I'm gonna make Thanatos sexy. Because my inspiration really is Phantom of the Opera, especially the Phantom of the Opera 2004 movie, where it was Gerard Butler in that skull mask. You gotta make Thanatos sexy. Anyway.
That's my story, but I'm capable of more.
Thanatos is a Grim. Yeah, it was supposed to be a Grim Reaper figure, but I was like, but in Stories from Styx, he might be confused for Karen because Karen is a Grim Reaper figure in Stories from Styx. So I wanted him to be completely different. So young looking, hot. Anyway, so this is like I actually I don't have it right now, but I have a picture of Luke Holt. Apparently, I don't have it in my folder, but I had a picture of Luke Holt side profile for this one.
What goes up has to come down. I'm cheating death.
But every time like it's up and down, there has to be an inspiration of something going up, something going down. So yeah. What's the story behind the scars of Sisyphus? According to Casper, he's actually been down in Tartarus for like eons already or something, for years and years, and the scars are marks that he bore from years of pushing the boulder up and having a few accidents. So you got like I would imagine that sometimes the ball would roll and then sometimes he would fall down the hill and then hit the lava and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes like monstrous designs can be people's hear me out. Yeah, he cheated death twice.
What goes up
Aerial
has
view
to
up,
come down. I'm cheating
down. We now have
death.
like a worm eye view.
'Cause I've always
Okay, this is my absolute favorite segment. Okay, this is how it came about. As I was listening to the demo audio, this was the scene that popped in my head. So I like, hey Casper, you think we could be a bit whimsical with the song? And because I'm imagining that Sisyphus, the boulder, turns into this sort of basketball thing, and he throws it at Zeus's face, and Zeus falls down just as the song goes to the part where I bested the best of Olympus. I know that I researched, and ancient Greece does have their own version of some form of combination of rugby, dodgeball, and basketball. I forgot the name of the game, but it's something like that. There was supposed to be like an entire court, like with backgrounds and everything, but I could not find anything in my research. I could not find anything regarding how the court was supposed to look like, because it's like essentially lost in history. So I decided to go like let's just go with white, like completely white background for anything that Sisyphus says, at least like when it's like his imagination or something. Would he be flying by? We'll see. Yeah, but that wouldn't make him look like Luke Holt now, would it? I mean, we're suspending disbelief here because this is all fun. This is all fun. Like, also another thing that gave me, aside from of course the upbeat mood of the song, another thing that gave me inspiration is the line, I forgot which author that was, one must imagine Sisyphus happy, so that he is still happy despite his circumstances. So yeah, even though he's like, if you think about it, he's actually an asshole. Oh no, what happened? Oh crap. Okay, sorry.
Been out of line, I play with my
He
realm
plays
a
around
few
with a
times,
boulder
but
ball.
reader, here's the gist. I
just really love the
bested the
sequence.
best of Olympus. I cheated death.
I'm so glad that Casper let me play around. So, pretty much Casper gave me so much creative freedom, you guys. Like, he said he gave me the audio and he told me, go wild with it. Essentially, is what he said. And I was able to envision and put everything out there, the way I imagined it, like with barely any edits. So, thank you, Casper, for so much creative freedom. I still can't get over here. Yeah, I gotta do the silly face. Oh, also another thing. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, that's Peter Barber right there. Let me see if I can get the photo of Peter Barber that I used. This is this is the photo of Peter Barber that I used as reference for this image. But of course, this changed up a bit. Of course, it's changed up a bit. But yeah, that's my reference photo of Peter Barber. And then I made it more comedic. Because this is, of course, serious. This is serious singing. And then we got this comedic take on Peter Barber. Also, yeah, it's so meta. Zeus smacking Zeus in the face. That thunder guy.
Of Olympus, I cheated death. What goes up?
And then, okay, this entire sequence from Thanatos to Persephone, it wasn't in the original storyboard that Casper approved. The original storyboard, I can show you guys later on the original storyboard. It was, I feel like it lacked something. So by the time I reached this part of production, I was like, you know what? I need to scrap something. So I scrapped like an entire segment. I told Casper, I feel like I should add more to this. I need to add more to Sisyphus' story rather than just some panning and stuff like that. So he said, okay, show me what you got. And then I showed him and he was like, he loved it. So that's the sequence that we have here. Hello, sister. Okay. So we got the story of Thanatos tying up Sisyphus, and then Sisyphus telling Thanatos, ooh, your chains, they're really, really nice. How does it work? And Thanatos, I don't know why Thanatos was being gullible, but he agreed, and
I still come down
lo and
cheating.
behold, tables turned. Sisyphus tied up Thanatos. After this, by the way, there is another god that essentially Sisyphus pissed off. After, since Thanatos was all tied up, he couldn't send people to their deaths. So even during wars, no one was dying. And Ares got so mad that no one was dying that he went down and rescued Thanatos, as far as I recall. Yeah. It's great, right? Oh, you just gave her the suffering animation. So right now we're breaking down my Cheating Death Animatic, which was commissioned by Casper Fox for Stories from Styx Part 2. And I really enjoyed making these chibi characters. I could have made them serious, but the song just called for chibi shenanigans. So yeah.
Death. What goes up?
Okay, there's two parts of the myth here. In some of the myths, it was Hades that Sisyphus begged versus Persephone, but Casper decided we're gonna go with the Persephone myth. Okay, no problem with that. No problem with that. So yeah, we just went with something simple like tying up Sisyphus with the chains, just something like that. Because of course, what do you call this? Stories from Styx is its own thing, separate from the myths. We're just like basing stuff off, like cherry picking and stuff. So what happened here was after Sisyphus was brought back to the underworld, after like cheating death for the first time, and he was brought back to the underworld, or rather before he was brought back to the underworld, he told his wife, "You must dispose of my body and not bury me properly." I believe he was just thrown into a river. I believe, so no proper burial. So by the time he got to the underworld, he begged Persephone, and he was like, "Oh, my wife, my wife, she's so mean. She didn't properly bury me. I have to go back and have her make sure that she properly buries me." And Persephone agreed, and she let him go back. But Sisyphus, being Sisyphus, didn't go back. The asshole. Yeah, he didn't go back, and he actually lived to a ripe old age until he died of old age, and that's when he finally got locked up in Tartarus because of his felonies against the deities.
Has to come down, cheating death.
So we also got another fun little segment here with the
What
trivia
happened to
characters.
readers is pissed off to me. It all tracks back to that
Again, this is also a stories from Styx thing. It all started with Demeter and Zeus.
thunder guy, and pushing this boulder is tiring. I told her now, hey,
So some
these
stuff
things
that
I
didn't
want
happen,
is
or
why.
there's some stuff that didn't happen in the myths, but are inspired from the myths essentially. So creative liberties.
Baby, you know why I'm that guy.
Yeah, he's that guy, not
That's
the thunder
right.
guy. He's that guy, not the thunder guy.
What goes up has to come down, cheating death.
That's a golden eagle. That is Zeus's representation. So essentially, Zeus is making sure that Sisyphus stays in Tartarus. So yeah, he's like keeping an eye on Sisyphus. Also, the reason why Sisyphus, or rather, there you go. The reason why Zeus, the reason for Sisyphus pissing off Zeus, Zeus as a golden eagle, if I remember correctly, as a golden eagle, he kidnapped a nymph who was the daughter of a river god, and Sisyphus witnessed that kidnapping. And the river god went to Sisyphus and asked him for his help. Did you see where my daughter went? And she was kidnapped. And Sisyphus snitched on Zeus, and Zeus got pissed off. So that's how he pissed off Zeus.
What goes up
One must imagine Sisyphus
has to
happy.
come down, cheating death. In my mind, I told no lies. I live my life just trying to get by. Guess that was not
Just like
enough.
shaking his fist to the gods. Also, another favorite segment of mine is this one. And it's why I couldn't had chains, because he's flailing his arms like that.
He came back to bite me now. I don't get to live or die. Wish I was beheaded. I can't get ahead while I'm down here instead. I
Really
push
enjoy
behind
this
the
one.
boulder rolls. Now I'm losing control. Now down the hill myself I find.
Oh, what the heck?
What goes?
Okay, so initially, Casper and I were unsure if it should be that the boulder was chasing Sisyphus, or Sisyphus was chasing the boulder. But I was like, it would be funnier if the boulder was chasing Sisyphus down. Because it would explain why he's like really like talking, so he's singing so fast, and then at the end he was like like the out of relief. So I'm like, and Casper said, yeah, go for it then. And in the end, he loved how it turned out. It also like it's also like reminiscent of Indiana Jones being chased down by a boulder.
Has to come down, cheating death.
Dramatic hand clench.
That's what I get for cheating death.
What a range Luke Holt has. And we see Golden Eagle Zoo still flying overhead. Yeah, the Indiana Jones reference, the one where he was being chased down by a boulder. That's an Indiana Jones reference. So that was me breaking down. It's pretty nothing too complicated. It was pretty. I went for straightforward comedy, is what. So okay, when Casper first approached me with a project, it was actually like months ago. It was months ago. Of course, I signed an NDA, and he said that I'm free to talk about it now that it's out. And then he had me listen to 2 songs. He actually had me listen to Achilles' Lullaby and Cheating Death. But at the time, he said, I'm not yet sure which project I'm going to give you. But here's the thing. When I listened, I loved Achilles' Lullaby. Don't get me wrong. I really love that song. Lydia the Bard did such a good job as Thetis. I mean, that voice. And but when I listened to Sisyphus Cheating Death, I was like, man, the fun I could have with this song. Like seriously, I'm gonna have a lot of fun if he gives me this song. And then like I think about a month later, that he approached me and was like, hey, Gwendy, I want you to make me a storyboard of this song. And then it was Cheating Death, and I was so freaking excited that I get to do the storyboard for Cheating Death. Initially, it was just gonna be a storyboard, and then someone else was gonna do the inking, the colors, the backgrounds. And then so after I did I finished the storyboard in time with the deadline. And then I didn't hear back from Casper for a while, and then he got back to me and he said, hey, you think it would be possible for you and your team to do the entire thing, like with the colors and everything? And I was like, yeah. Especially since I already I enjoyed doing the storyboard, so I'm like, hell yeah, I'm definitely willing to take a crack at it again. I'm so thankful. Let's see. Oh yeah, I listened to GOOD. I actually reacted to Mortius's EP. You can find it in one of my reaction videos. Okay. Speaking of the storyboard, I actually can show you the storyboard now. Okay, here we go.
You may have heard tell of this man.
This is Casper's demo.
Strapped, shoving trammel, and uphill at that. He's decided it's high time he told us his side.
It's very rough.
He's a little bit mad with his bruised, trampled pride.
So you guys can see the main difference between the full animation and the storyboard.
That's my story, but I'm capable of more.
The whole the Sisyphus thing with the hair, that's a Luke Holt thing. I once saw a video of him like pushing his hair back, and I'm like, yeah, let's put that in.
Has to come down, I'm cheating death. 'Cause I've always been out of line. I play with my realm a few times, but reader, here's the jest. I bested the best of Olympus. I cheated death.
Like the face is not even the face is not even properly designed. It's so rough. Okay, so this is the original segment without the Thanatos and Persephone parts. And I felt like it was really missing that story beat from Sisyphus, so I decided to scrap that segment. Chibi characters.
Now Hades thinks I want his wife. You know why? I'm that guy. That's right. What goes up has to come down, cheating death. What goes up has to come down, cheating death. my mind. I told no lies. I lived my life just trying to
I did notes because I thought somebody else was gonna do it, so I actually added notes like shaking fist, camera must go here, top of the hill boulder. So I put notes for the other animators, and turns out the animator was still gonna be me.
I snitched on a deity, came back to bite me. Now I don't get to live or die. Wish I was beheaded. I can't get ahead while I'm down here instead. I push behind the boulder rolls. Now I'm losing control. Now down the hill myself I
Boulder shadow.
find.
They made notes.
What goes up has to come down. Cheating death.
Dramatic fingers clenching.
That's what I get for cheating death.
Still retain the golden eagle from Zeus. So yeah, that was the storyboard that I sent Casper months ago, and I wrote notes for the other animators, never even like thinking that I might be still the animator. And then when Casper gave it to me, I was like, oh, I can like only I was hoping that we could get this done in a month, but I can definitely extend if you need it. And I'm like, yeah, I can do it in a month. I mean, I have my team. We can do it in a month. So after we sealed the deal, I started on inking colors and backgrounds, and then I was like, and before I knew it, I was 30% in, and I'm like, huh. Initially, I thought that I was gonna bring the team in because of the time constraint. It was like, you know what, I can actually do this on my own, because yeah, I wanted to see how far I can take it before I bring the team in, and then it turns out I was able to do the entire thing on my own, and I finished it a day before the deadline, so it's all good. It's all good. Sisyphus we're pushing up the boulders is become a metaphor for pointless activity. Yep. Okay, what else can I show you guys? Yeah, there is something. I did say that I was gonna show you something. So in the beginning, okay, let's go back to this one.
You may have heard tell of this man, trapped, strapped.
That movement from Sisyphus. There's kind of an innuendo there, and there's a reason for that. And that's because this is the audio that Casper originally sent me. Hold on. So when I listened to that audio, the Muse's voice was still not recorded. So when I listened to the audio, I'm like, "Hey Casper, can I add a little bit of innuendo, like make people think he's doing something, but it's not, and then it's revealed that he's just actually pushing the boulder, and now people are gonna be embarrassed that they were thinking of something else." And Casper was like, "Go for it." So now, you guys got to hear the demo audio. We hear just like Luke Holt's grunting. But of course, like I covered it up. So some people caught it. For some people it just flew right over their heads, which is absolutely fine. But for the people who caught it, yeah, you guys are very observant. You guys have the same wavelength as I do. What else? Let me see what else I can show you. Oh yeah, this one. So just aside from side-to-side comparison of the two scenes. I might upload this soon. I forgot to upload this. What goes up? Forgot to upload that. Yeah, I'm gonna upload that very soon. Let me see what else is here in my file. I think I actually showed you guys everything already. So yeah, Not a very long stream, but enough for me to be able to break down exactly what was going on behind the scenes of the Cheating Death animatic. Pretty much this took up most of my time. That's why I haven't been posting as much. Also, another thing that has been taking up my time is the Epico Filipino, the Epic the Musical Translation Project. So yeah, that's also something that if you are so inclined, you can check out in my other channel. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun. I am so glad that you guys joined me in this quick live stream to explain the niceties of working on Cheating Death. And I had so much fun with this animatic. I'm so grateful for Casper for choosing me to animate this one. And I really had to, of course, let's thank Luke Holt for for this absolutely wonderful vocal performance, for Casper Fox and Teagan Earley for composing this really awesome tune, JP Warner for the mixing and mastering, and also let me see who voiced the who voiced Calliope. MLoreley, I believe. MLoreley is the Muse Calliope here. So yeah, it's been great to see you guys as well, huh?
Speaking of Luke Holt,
What about Luke Holt?
remind
Oh, oh yeah. If you guys have TikTok, you might want to head on over to my TikTok account as well. There's some stuff there about Luke Holt. We're trying to get him to dance the Thunder Rizzler dance. But yeah, I will have more live streams in the future. It's just that most of my live streams are in the Clock app, these days. But mostly because I put the animation live streams here in YouTube, and then at least the ones that I can reasonably show. So for now, I don't have uh uh my fan works have been on hiatus because of work, because of my commission work. So but I will get back into the grind of showing you some stuff. There are a couple of shit shit posts. Yeah, there I am planning already a couple of shit posts, so I might stream again soon making them. So yeah, time check. It's 4:43 a.m. for me, and I gotta head out and have an early start of my day. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me in this Cheating Death Animatic Breakdown live stream, and I hope to see you guys again soon. This has been Gwendy of NS2D Studios. I will see you when I see you. Bye for now, you guys. Bye bye.